Have you ever looked at the Forex chart like this and all you just end up doing is getting confused? Where can I get started? What do I really do with this market? How can I analyze the market properly? Don't worry, because at the end of this video, you'll be able to analyze the market properly. You'll be able now to spot even a very good trend and a trend into the market. And make sure that you watch till the end so that because at the end of the video, I will be sharing tips that will help you now to avoid the costly mistake that so many people make. Let's just get started. It's very easy steps. So make sure that you subscribe and like, make sure that you just comment below. Let me just know how this is going to be helping you. Now, all you just have to do is to go to your browser or Chrome or Google, just go there and type Euro USD trending view, and it will definitely take you to this platform. So trending view is absolutely free if you're starting to analyze the market until maybe you have stayed there. That is when they are just going to be charging you money. Now, what do you see here? We can see these green and trending. So these are called the candlesticks. They are called the candlesticks because you can see they look like a candle. You see where the candle is the burning candle. We have this the center one, and there's the round candle, and you can see they are different. And you can see this market is moving up and it is printing green. So it is going to be another one like this. When it start moving down, it is started printing red. So we have the green candles that signify the market is on upward. The market is moving up. All the prices are increasing. And in the other one, they are called the bull. Okay, the market is on bullish momentum like this one. You can see this forming these candles. The market is on bull. Remember how the bull does? Just takes things, swipe them upwards. So that is why the name comes from the bull run. You can see this bull run, the market is moving up. We have the market moving up, then prices are increasing. Now you can see these prices on the left side here. This is Euro USD pair, and you can see how the prices are absolutely moving up. So we have these green and red candles that you can see right there on the screen. And you can see these candles are just closing. After every minute, this candle is absolutely closing, and after another one, you can see this has closed and it has already opened another one. So after 1 minute, this is going to be closing and it is going to open another one. That is where now it takes us to the what we call now the time frame. So the time frame means when you come around this area on the trending view, every analysis has it. So when you come to the trending view here, you can select any time that you really want here. So if I click 1 hour, so what is going to be happening here is that this candle is going to be closing after 1 hour. So let me just show you something. Let's just go to 1 minute. All right, so it means if for the one candle to be formed, you have to want these 60 of them, these 60 of them. So after 1 hour from now, after 1 hour from this, we are going to have 60 candles, because after 1 minute, because I've selected 1 minute, one candle is going to be closing. We have 1, 2, up to 60 of them. They are going to be forming up this place. But when you select 1 hour, all those candles, when you go to 1 hour, they will absolutely form 1 hour, right? And that is going to be showing you like 1 hour, how the market has moved overall in 1 hour. So you can see the market inside this candle, there are 61 minute candle. All right, just like 1 hour, there's 60 seconds, there are 60 candles around that area. So after 1 hour, this is going to be closing, and we are going to be having another candle forming for the next 1 hour. So that's how the market patterns is absolutely being formed. That's how you see these candles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are hours. That's hour that you can see. And when we go to one day, you're going to see this how the market has moved in the last 24 hours. And look at that. So after the 24 hours is over, then this market, you're going to be forming another candle right here. So here we have 24 candles that will be formed around this area. Here we have several candles here and several candles here as we go like that. So that's how the market is formed. That's how this market patterns is formed. So with that move, that is now where you end up seeing the market moving like that. So these are daily. You can just imagine these days, and that's why when you just go back on the date up down here, you're going to here just look at this place. When I indicate like that, you see is going to be indicating, for example, this is Monday 30th January 2023. When you just go back again, you're going to back to 2021, and that's how these candles, because these 1 and is going to be showing you, and the market just moves like that. So with that move, you see, because the market is not going to like that on the straight line, that's now how the market end up forming these patterns that you see here. Now we are done with the time frame. Let's just jump to something that is more important as well. So when we talk about these candles as they form something like that, they cause what we call the candlesticks pattern. All right, and also this market structure. How is the market forming? How is the market moving? For example, we have in this 1 day time frame, and on this day time frame, you can see how this market is moving. You see, this one say in Africa that says history repeats itself, and actually this is not even from Africa. This is something that is general from anywhere. History indeed repeats itself, and that's why when we just look at this market, you can see that indeed the history normally repeats itself, and that is when we talk about the technical analysis. So when we talk about the technical analysis, what are we really talking about? Okay, it's all about reading the price chart and identify patterns to predict where the market will go next. But there are key factors we are looking on this price action. We are looking on this chart. Okay. We have two things that are very important. Okay, number one, we have the price action. So what is the price action? Price action is when, for example, there is news outside them, and probably let's say there is interest rate hike, we have the wars that are going on. All those things, you're going to be seeing them around this year. All those reactions, you're going to be seeing them here. So when you see, for example, this candle going all the way down like that, this market selling, this market, we have seen this is sell, this is buy. When you see this candle, for example, going all the way down like that, let's just get an example around this area. You can see how this market has been moving from all the way to this position, all the way to this area. Or you can see a very aggressive sell that happened from this zone here all the way to this position around that area. So that is indeed what we call the sentiment, how the traders have the sentiment towards the market. And that is one of the things that we have fear on grain. This is one of the things that can cause the market to either move, and we have people fearing, and they fear this is going to be happening. And then what is going to be happening now, they are going to be selling the euro, and because this is euro USD, and they are buying more of USD around that area, and you can see it is pressing down the euro so badly all the way down. That is fear, and that's why the market. So it's really, when you see something like that, is really one of the key that you have to be checking on the market, because it's a very key. It will show you the sentiment on how the traders are reacting towards the market. Now with that, let's just move to something else that is so we have seen that, first of all, that's the one thing that will just show you the sentiment. All right, now let's just talk about where do you really start when it comes to the analysis. So if you really want to analyze the market, for example, on this market, how do I know where this market is ending? Where is this market really ending? Where is this market going to? So the first thing that you start with is the market structure. The market structure is to see, where is this market ending? Where is this market going to be reversing? What is the trend? What is the trend of this market? Where is this market moving? So to know how to just do that, you can simply do what we call now by checking the support and resistance zone to know where this market is ending. Let me show you something very simple here. For example, you see this chart before it reversed and moved all the way down. You can see we end a very strong how the market was moving like that. Let me identify this. Okay, this market, you can see how it was moving like that. this was a very nice trend. Before this market, you can see I have identified that, yes, this, okay, let's move again, and you can see that this was the last one, and then we just got this market breaking and moving all the way down now. So you can see when you identify these, you know, when this market was moving up like that is on uptrend, and this market now are shifting the directions, and now this market is on the downtrend. So one of the things that you have to identify in the market is to know whether this market is on the trend or downtrend or at the upper trend. Okay, we'll be elaborating more on that. I'll be showing you how you can be able to identify all those things in a very easy way. You know, these things are very sometimes they can just be confusing, especially when you are starting, but don't worry, I'll be explaining these things to you as, you know, the way I actually learned how you know, I know some areas where some people may have some difficulties. All right, now I want to show you something, because I know there are some people who are asking, what are these? What are these lines I'm drawing? So we have on the trending view, because you really have to go and learn what is trending view, how it works and all that, but I will show you something very simple. We have some few instruments that we can really use here, but the more you advance, the more you know how to use these things. First of all, you have this line, the first one that you see here. So when you click around this area, you have so many options that you can see around that area. We have this trend line. Okay, this is a line that you can draw for example, to connect like that. So that is a trend line. When you click it and you go to the market, and you go to the market like this, you can connect 2 or 3 points that are parallel, or maybe just connecting point. They can just connect like that. Is very simple. That is what we call now the trend line. We have other arrows that like this. When I click this, I'm going to be seeing something arrow like that. So this can be helping me to draw direction like that. You can see it will be showing you that this market is ending like that. We also have this path that is here. So if I just want to be using this on my screen, and just click the star. Okay, so you can see this arrow. If you can just, I can use it to identify, just to draw on, show where the market might be ending like that. So I click and it's just showing exactly like that. If I want to change color, I can just click it and come to the color here. You just click it and you come to the colors here, and you can change the colors to any color that you really want, like that. Now it's very simple. So we have few instruments that we can use around this area. Let me just even put the arrow. We have this circle. This circle is just to show you, for example, when I click that, it will show you point where maybe my key area of interest. Those are the areas this market, these things is going to be showing you. We have a lot of things, including the one that can be used to measure how many pips, okay, how many move that you want, for example, from this zone to here. Okay, so we have different things, especially from that zone, the movement, the pips that you really want from that area, the movement, what really happened there, and all that is simple like that. So we have a lot of things. The more you advance, we have is also for writing. We can just come to T here and write. For example, I want to write here and say possible breakout. Okay, I just click possible breakout. Okay, so those, it will help you to mark areas so that when you come back to the chart, you'll be able to identify of what you really want from this market. It's just simple like that. Now, after learning how to use this instrument, let's just go to the next things and learn how to spot. You see, you need how to learn how to now to draw support and resistance, because they are very important. Okay, now let's learn about support and resistance. We have 2 types of support and resistance. First of all, I have, this is called vertical resistance. That is the name I'm going really to be calling this. Let's just call it a support as that is horizontal one. Okay, this is where the market can come, hit like that, like this, and like that. So you see, when this market touches this region that you see here, for example, here the market touched here, that was the first one and the second one. Okay, so when the market touches that time, you are very sure that when this market touches here, you can be looking at your strategies whether this market is going to be reversing. And you see, when this market touches this region, now it moves so very down. So what do we call this? We call this a resistance zone. So we call this a resistance. Okay, a resistance zone, you can consider it like a ceiling where the market is trying to move, where we have the market trying to break, and the market just did not break that. Okay, so it just act like a ceiling towards that one. So that is the resistance. We have also another one here. We have another resistance here, and also we have another resistance. So don't worry what I'm doing here. I'm just cloning. You see, you just left click and then you just clone. I really want you to understand everything that I'm doing. You just click and then you clone. You can even copy and paste. So all these that you can see here, they are all resistance point. Okay, so being this resistance, that's how you just mark. You need to mark how to do those resistance on the horizontal zone. We'll be identifying that on the chart. Now we have another one where this market now can shift the direction, and remember now this market can be moving like that. Let me show you. This market now can be moving like this. On upper trend, this market can be moving like that. On a parallel direction, I really want to show you this. Look at that. This market can be touching this line, but remember, the chart is the one that moves fast, and then you draw the trend lines later. So we have this. So we have here. This is now called the support, because now the market is now going to going down, like it's trying to fall down, but is being supported. And that is a local name I can really use there. The market is like trying to fall, but you see the market is now being supported. That's why you call it support. But remember, we can also have horizontal support and resistance as well. But remember, these are really support or swing low. Let's go swing low and swing high. Okay, but let's go this swing lows, or let's just go this support in case we draw a resistance zone that is just like that. So we have another swing highs that we have here. We have a swing high, okay, swing high, and you can see it's trying to break that. But when the moment you just identify these, those are just the name that I just used when it comes to the technical analysis side. All right, now remember also we can have another sub resistance zone that can be something like that. Let me draw here. We can have, remember also this is a support zone. Okay, support zone and support zone. Okay, and as well a support. Okay, but what really happens when this market breaks this and we moves around? Now that's the name where the name changes, and you now be able to have to identify what we call now the breakout. So now this is going to be breakout point. Okay, so this is going to be breakout point. It's the same thing that will be happening to these swing low and swing highs that you can see here. In case we have this market here moving all the way up there, then we are going to be having a breakout around that area here, where also this is going to be breakout. Okay, breakout from where it can break either from the resistance zone or to the support. The market being supported, but it's just broke out. If the market being resistant at support level, but it just went through. So that those are the kind of things we can really be talking about here. So let's just find some of things. For example, this is 4-hour time frame. Why do we really analyze on the 4-hour time frame? Because it is more realistic, because so many people are going to be looking on 4-hour time frame. If you go, for example, on 1 minute time frame, there are less of the traders, or the market is going to really to not support that. The market is not going like, you know, like respect those small time frame that you see there. So it is always advisable to use like highest time frame. There's other things that I normally use is this rectangle. There's what I call the zone. So what I normally draw is, instead of just having a specific line where I'm going to be having like this zone here, like just a line, because the market cannot like perfectly touch this point, like you can say around here. It's not this market is going to be touching this point. No, this market is not going to be touching exactly like that. So what you can do is have this rectangle, and you can just bring it like that, and then you can just have a region, okay, a region for you for the resistance and the support zone that you're going to be having into the market. For example, for this guy that you see here, for those you now traded on this market, is absolutely very simple. What do I mean here? So what I mean here is that, look at that, look at that. So after identifying where this market coming, this area here, and the market just went all through that, there are some who just waiting for this market now to react a little bit here, and they sold around this area all the way to that point. They waiting for this market to come here, and now maybe that is where we got a massive sell happening from this region that we have. And from there, now you can see how the market has been selling all the way down to that point. All right, there are different names. The way more you advance, you're going to be hearing about the supply and the demand zone. But the moment you identify, you know how to identify this zone, this is going to be very easy for you. Now, and after identifying this, you see, now that is when you are going to be looking for other things, and it's going to be helping you a lot. Now, that is what we call now the support, the major support. You see, this is 4-hour time frame. This is major. One thing that we identify for a major support and resistance zone is because of this distance. This distance is big, and also the time frame is big for our time frame. All right, now when can we have like minor support and resistance zone? We can really try to identify one like this one, from this to here, this one from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, is very minor, because you can see the distance is really very small compared to this one. So when this larger one, when you have a very big space between them, and the market really react to that, we always get a very big move after that. So there's always a very big reaction when we get something like that. Now let's just move to a horizontal, where we just identify swing lows and swing highs, and how you can just identify this. Most of things that you're going to be doing here on this market is more of just observation. How do you really observe this market? Because you must be good when it comes to now to checking out how this market is doing. If I just check my highs, well, I can see there's like an imaginary point where this market is getting this resistance. Let's just draw that and see. You can see from this area here all the way down here, it seems there is something, not even from that area, from here. All right, from here you can see there is that point. You can see that point here. That point is like this, an imaginary point where the market is getting to, and it gets resistance. So what is really happening here? You can see the market touched this, moved all the way down, touched this again, and there, touch again, and here, and touch again, and the market is trying to move all the way down. That's crazy. All right, that is what we really have to be looking at. And the moment this market just touches that, and then, so most of these things, as I said, is you have to be, you see, your eyes have to be very good to know how to identify these things. So when I clone this, I can just clone this, just left click and clone. It's going to give me another one here, so I can just swipe it below this to see what is really going to be happening on from this point on. And you're going to be seeing something something like that. I would really want to avoid this just for educational purposes. This is not going to be really perfect, not perfect at all. Yeah, but at least you can see now how this market is just reacting to this imaginary line that we have drilled on. But if you see something like this on the market, then you always know that there's something nice that is almost to happen to this market. It's something very, very, very amazing. So on here you can see there's a possibility that this market can be touching all the way down to that point. And when this market touches to this point, now I can now be waiting for this market probably to jump from this region, from this area. But you know, you must have a place of confluence, of which now you have to be looking for other things to support you, maybe to buying from that zone. So you must make sure that now you have this region that I've drawn here. Most of the cases you're not going to be seeing, but you can keep practicing on different currencies to see whether these really support you on what you are really doing here. So that's how you can really identify this market. We have already seen about the breakout, but remember what really happens to the breakout is when, for example, we get a breakout across this area and the market moves like that, we normally expect this market to come down before it keeps before it now assumes to move up. There's something else that is very interesting that you can really add to this to make it more with more flavor, to make it more advanced, and that is by adding indicators. So you just go to the indicators here and you can search for something like the moving average. Okay, so remember what the moving average is really going to be doing is going to be helping you now to know the trend or the market. Where is this really market moving? Is this market on the downtrend or the upper trend? Okay, so I just click the moving average here. I normally work with 50. Remember, you can just change that. You can the more you just work on this, the more you're going to really to be understanding what you really want from this market. Okay, so this is a moving average. You can see this line. So you can say that as long this market, as long this market is below this moving average, so let me increase the length. Okay, now you see this moving average, you can see one thing that is very simple. The moving average is this line you see here. As long this market is below this, then this market is on the downtrend, this market is down. Okay, and you can see the moment we got this breakout towards the downside, the market now kept moving all the way down. Okay, so as long this market is below this, then this market is still on the downtrend until you get a breakout, probably for this market now to be moving up. So it's really a very good design to show you. You can see how it is pointing all the way down, and when you see it trying to point on the upper side, you can change the other eyes, because you can see this is still pointing down one, meaning the market is still on the downtrend, which is something very amazing. And you can see the moment it start pointing probably down on the upper side, that is when you can say this market is moving. You can see this, the moment it started pointing on upper side, you buy, because this market stayed all the way that long. So on the same case, for those you really want to buy from this market, just wait at least for it to shift the direction like that, and then you just get that clue, then you can know this market is almost to shift the direction and move on upper side. But at this case, this market is still on the downtrend, and that's why there's a possibility that this market can keep going all the way down up to this phase that you see on the downside over there, right? I want to give you one best tips that you have to practice on this. So I want to give you one tip. So let me just give you a tip that is going to be helping you now. First of all, make sure that you keep practicing every now and then, because I know these are a lot of things to consume for a beginner. Make sure that you start by knowing how the trading view works. Start working on what we have really worked on. And the next thing is to make sure that you don't overcomplicate things. Don't put a lot of things on the screen and you learn about the indicator. You put 20 of them, you put a lot of things on the screen. They are going to be complicating, because some of them are going to be showing you buy and sell. As long as you have 3 confirmations, that are very okay with you, and that is going to be helping you a lot. So if you love this, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit a comment below. Let me just know what you think, because I know you must have learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.